So in this video we are going to discuss about the order of reaction. What is order of reaction? For example, we are having of rate of reaction, alright, is directly proportional to the reactant 1, alright, and rate of reaction is directly proportional to the second reactant, that is this. As you guys all know that rate law is access that it states that the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. So here we are having what we have taken the reactant, and here we are having the rate of reaction, and that is directly proportional, alright. And these are the let me tell you what is this. So final equation, if we make a rate law expression, that will be the rate of reaction is equal to the K constant, which is the rate law constant, and we can write here that this is X and this is Y. So this is what, this is concentration, this is also concentration, alright. So if you talk about what is X and Y, X is basically what, X and Y, X is basically, we can say it is a order of reaction. X is what, X is order of reaction, alright, order of reaction of A, alright, A. So order of reaction can be positive, can be negative, can be zero, and can be in the fractional form too. And about, if we talk about this is the order of reaction of B, reaction concentration, and that can be also positive, negative, 0, and 1 upon X. Yes, this is what, this is a fraction. So let's find the overall rate of reaction. So that will be what, that will be the X plus Y, which is equal to the N. This is the order of reaction. So what is order of reaction? Let me tell you guys this. Order of reaction is the experimental value. It is a experimental value, not the stoichiometric value. As you guys all know, the rate of reaction we can find out that is by the we can say that is by the experiment, not by the stoichiometric values. So order of reaction is like that we can find the order of reaction by the experiment, and these are what, these are the experiment value. And what are these? Let me write the definition. That is a sum of exponents of concentration of X and Y of reactant, only the reactant, because rate law exists on the reactant, of reactant concentration in rate equation. For example, I'm writing an equation that is like this, alright, and here we are having what, the are the coefficient, alright. So we can write it that order of reaction is equal to what, order of reaction is X and Y, alright. So basically there are two values, alright, there are two values. First is the coefficient, second is the X and Y. If we talk about the coefficient, we can say that is the molecularity. You will say that what is molecularity? Molecularity, it shows about the molecularity. Coefficient show about the molecularity. What is molecularity? Molecularity is the number of molecules in reactant, or you can say the sum of stoichiometric values. Alright, we can find out by looking at equation. We can find out by looking at what, by looking at equation. Alright, so here for example I'm looking into this equation. So these are what, reactant. This is what, this is the molecularity over the reactant side. This is the molecularity. I have find it out how by looking at this reaction. And if you talk about the X and Y, X and Y is what, X and Y is the order of reaction, and we can find out by this by the experiment, not by looking at the, you can say, the equation. We can find out this by the experiment, alright. So if we talk about what, if we talk about the types of the we can say the reaction of the, we can say the molecularity. So we are having three types. First is, for example, if this is like this, the product, this is a unimolecular reaction, because one is reactant is there. If I'm adding here this, so this is bimolecular reaction, because we're having the two reactant. Here I am taking the three reactant, so that will be what? That will be the trimolecular reaction. So what is the difference between what? That order of reaction can be zero. Order of reaction can be zero. Alright, it can be the zero, positive, negative, in the fraction form too. But this molecularity, or we can say the coefficient, that can be not equal to the zero. That can be not equal to the zero. Alright, so this was about the order of reaction. In the next video we are going to discuss about how we can find out the order of reaction, how we can find out. So that we are going to discuss in the next video. This was about the little bit introduction and the definition and the types and all. In the next video we are going to discuss about the rate constant, as well as how we can find out the order of reaction.